for everybody that's wondering why there's so many Funkos out there on your shelves, Funko loses 28 million and replaces their CEO. The Everett based company, known for its pop culture collectibles, including vinyl figures with giant heads, confirmed interim CEO Michael Lunsford replaced CEO Cynthia Williams on July the 5th. They said, and quote, "We believe a change in the leadership is necessary to deliver full shareholder value and believe Mike's appointment positions us accordingly," end quote. Charles Denson, Funko Board of Directors chairman, said in a statement. And then Funko sales were down in the first quarter of the year. The company lost 28.1 million doll hairs, or 0.52 per share. Funko appointed Williams to the CEO position just over a year ago. And newsflash, Funko, the CEO has nothing to do with it. You make toys that no one gives a shit about anymore.
And also, you fill up giant mall stores with product that doesn't sell. Going from, we've seen those Funko stores. What is it?
They're everywhere. It's oversaturation.
Yeah,
you could find Funkos at gas stations and malls.
It should have been scarcity. They should have done scarcity. Yeah. Look, Funko, I give them props. They started off making the Bob's Big Boy piggy banks, right? That's their thing. They did that shit. And there was a point in time where they were the brand to get, especially during like San Diego Comic-Con from like 2013, almost all the way up until like 2019. But the problem is that it just became flooded, and they were like the number one scalper collectible. And now all these people have like home mortgages in collection sizes of Funkos that are worth a third, if not less, than the cost of what they bought them for. I have a few that I like, but they're very specific and they have purpose. Like I have a Grimlock Funko that's signed by, and so it's like, I think there's a place
signed by Grimlock.
Yes, Grimlock signed it with his little baby hands. I think there's a place for them, but you're not losing money because of a CEO. You're losing. Well, I guess maybe you are, because the CEO is not saying like, "Hey, our shit sucks. Let's make something better." But it's just that like, you should take all of the knowledge you have for toys, because regardless if we like them or hate them, Funko did have a place in pop culture, and there's a lot of knowledge that's there, right? But you should take that knowledge, and instead of trying to say, how do we just keep pushing the same trash out and hope to not fill up the garbage can, you should take all of that knowledge and seek other like toy manufacturers that want to produce toys that then Funko can just become like a brand, like an Image Comics of toy making, because there are things that Funko does that are really well. Like one of the cooler ones that they did were like the soda collectibles that came in like the soda can. That was kind of cool, but then they overplayed that shit. And it's like, it's just like, introduce a brand that has like scarcity. Like, we're only making like, 5,000 of these, not we're going to make 5,000 every week for the next 33 years. Like you're just producing, like no one needs that. And I get it. They are kind of one of the brands where it's like, if you're walking through Target or Walmart and your kid wants something, like it's not really a lot of money to buy, even though Funko raised the prices and now it kind of is, it's still like something that your kids could like have. And they're like an IP whore. They have IPs for everything you can think of. So I get where people would like want that. But I don't really, I just think that this new CEO should just really like, example of what I'm talking about. There's like the early stages of like Gordon Ramsay and like Kitchen Nightmares and like reframing everyone. He used to bring in people that would say reviews on Yelp and have the owners listen to them like in person about like why the restaurant sucked. And it was eye-opening. And I think that's what Funko needs to do. Funko needs to get a lot of their brand ambassadors that they had in a room to talk to the CEO about why the brand is not doing what the brand should be doing. And then you'll have an eye-opening moment and you'll realize that no one's collecting your shit anymore, and you gotta innovate. And that's my 2 cents on this.
You said it. It's just oversaturation.
I've seen so many people, especially on YouTube, where they have like a wall behind them of Funkos of every IP that they enjoy, right? Which that's cool, but yeah, this is something that pretty much doesn't come out of the box. It just sits there on the shelf. And you know, if you like big-headed figures, that's great. But you can't play with it really. It's just hope you like a big-headed version of Frodo or, you know, whatever. But if whatever you want, they definitely have it. No matter what kind of obscure character, if it's been in pop culture in the last 60 to 100 years, it probably has a Funko.
Yep. Well, let's see if the new CEO turns things around. But right now, it's doomsday for Funko. That is SKN News.